a tendency to be a little bit behind the curve when it comes to popular music. For example, I bought my first Lou Reed album shortly after he died. So I'm a little late to the party, but I've been trying to catch up. Tonight I thought I'd try to do a few Lou Reed songs. I'm not going to do Take a Walk on the Wild Side, because I wouldn't dare. And I'm not going to do Sweet Jane, because I think the Cowboy Junkies pretty well have that one covered. And I'm definitely not going to try to do Sister Ray. But aside from that, I think there are a few Lou Reed songs I can manage, and this is one of them. It's from his first solo album. It's called Wild Child. Not to be confused with a song by The Doors, which is also a great song, but that's another project for another day. I was talking to Chuck in his Genghis Khan suit and his wizard hat. He spoke of his movie and how he was making a new soundtrack. Then we spoke of kids on the coast and different types of organic soap and the way suicides don't leave notes. And then we spoke of the rain, always back to the rain. I was talking to Phil, who was given to pills in small racing cars. He'd given them up after his last crash up and carried him too far. And we spoke of movies and verse, and the way an actress held her purse, and the way life at times could get worse. And then we spoke of the rain, always back to the rain. Oh, she's a wild child, and nobody can get at her. She's a wild child, oh, and nobody can get to her. Sleeping out on the streets, oh, living all alone, without a house or a home. And then she asks you, please, oh baby, can I have some spare change? Oh, can I break your heart? She's a wild child. She's a wild child. I was talking to Betty about her auditions, how they made her ill. The life in the theater is certainly fraught with many spills and chills. But she calmed down after some wine, which is what happens most of the time. Then we sat and we both spoke in rhymes until we spoke of the rain. Oh, it's always back to the rain. I was talking to Ed, who'd been reported dead by a mutual friend. He thought it was funny that I had no money to spend on him. So we both shared a piece of sweet cheese, and we sang of our lives and our dreams, and how things can come apart at the seams. And then we talked of the rain, always back to the rain. She's a wild child, oh, and nobody can get at her. She's a wild child, oh, and nobody can get to her. Sleeping out on the streets, oh, living all alone, without a house or a home. And then she asks you, please, oh baby, can I have some spare change? Oh, can I break your heart? She's a wild child. She's a wild child. Okay. Now, one thing that has impressed me a lot about Lou Reed's music, and I've only just got a few of his early albums so far, but just in those few albums I've been very impressed at the diversity of musical styles from one song to the next. And for this set tonight, I tried to pick 3 songs that were very different from each other. This one's about as different as it gets. I like this song because I grew up in New Jersey, and my mother and her whole family are all from New York. And the song is called New York Telephone Conversation. I was sleeping gently, napping, when I heard the phone. Who is on the other end talking? Am I even home? Did you see what she did to him? Did you hear what they said? Just a New York conversation rattling in my head. Oh my, and what shall we wear? Oh my, and who really cares? Just a New York conversation, gossip all of the time. Did you see who did what to whom? Happens every time. Who has touched and who has dabbled here in the city of shows? Openings, closings, bad repartee, everybody knows. Oh, how sad, and why do we call? Oh, I'm glad to hear from you all. I am calling, yes, I'm calling just to hear from you. For I know this night will kill me if I can't be with you. If I can't be with you. Thank you. Now, this song I think takes the prize for lyrical ambiguity. I was interested to discover when I was researching the song that, I find like 3 different reviewers that have 4 different opinions about what this song is saying. If you take the lyrics just at face value, it's a very simple, sweet love song. But with Lou Reed, nothing is simple and very little can be taken at face value, and some of the lyrics kind of make you wonder. The song's called Perfect Day. Just a perfect day. Drink sangria in the park. And later, when it gets dark, we go home. Just a perfect day. Feed animals in the zoo. And later, a movie too, and then home. Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on. You just keep me hanging on. Just a perfect day. Problems all left alone. Weekenders on our own. It's such fun. Just a perfect day. You made me forget myself. I thought I was someone else, someone good. Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on. You just keep me hanging on. You're gonna reap just what you sow. You're gonna reap just what you sow. You're gonna reap just what you sow. You're gonna reap just what you sow.
listening. I hope you approve. My name's Grinnell. Thank you, and good night.